Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Kit Conspiracy layout, you guys, using my pirate collection again. And I've got these really fun photos of Sandy just enjoying herself in this pirate museum. Now, these guys were at the very end, and she ran over there to go take this little selfie. Janet took a picture of her taking a picture of herself, and then I took a picture of just the guys hanging out around the tree. It was so cool because every little moment from the time you're standing, waiting in line to get into the museum, all through the museum, and then when you leave the museum, there's all these things to look at until you finally leave the facility. And it was just fabulous. The detail that they have put into this museum was well worth the price of admission, which I think was, I don't remember what it was, $6? I don't remember what it was, but it was fabulous, way better than what we were expecting all the way through. And I mean, we had a blast going through this museum and taking pictures and just enjoying ourselves. So what I did was I printed out in a couple different sizes just so that way I could get 4 photos on this layout and still have a little bit of fun with it. So I wanted to play with these frames because I think this pirate pack came with 3 or 4 frames, and I really wanted to play with them, but their openings were microscopic, you guys, teeny tiny, itty bitty little frames. And so I printed some of the photos in small, and then the other photos just won't have frames around them, just because of the fact that, you know, it's okay. They're not very noteworthy photos. And I feel like one that's in a frame and then the other one that's not in the frame are almost the same, just at different angles. And so I could get away with doing that as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play with my scraps still. I'm still working with probably the same papers I have been working with for the last 2 layouts. I don't really remember, but I am going to, just create some tearing effects because I really feel like, pirates are rugged, right? And so I want that rugged feeling. And so most of my papers throughout this entire, week are going to be pretty much ripped and torn and distressed and all the good things. And so, yeah, that just makes my heart happy too. I feel like with this little detail, you don't have to embellish as much either. So I really feel like this helps, tell the story as well. And with the embellishment aspect, because they become embellishments themselves, the unique ways of ripping and whatnot. All right, so I don't want them ripped straight across. I do like having things a little on the wonky side. So I'm going to try to tilt my ruler a little bit so that way everything's kind of at an angle. And then this base piece is actually from Close to My Heart. It's one of their super old, I don't even remember what the name of it is anymore, you guys. I do apologize. And I don't know if Stampin' Up! Kept the Close to My Heart names. I think basically what they did was they kept the designs, like the two-toned color, but they didn't keep the Close to My Heart names. They kept their names. All right, so I'm going to use my layered pieces to put back, put Humpty Dumpty back together again and create a 12-inch layout with all these other different kinds of layers. So I wanted a layer underneath my base piece as well as layers on top. But the thing is that I wanted them to be cascading. So I didn't use my full striped piece because I wanted it to be on top and all the other layers tucked underneath. And so I had to have some sort of base piece. And you guys, sometimes I do things completely difficult and sometimes it makes sense in my brain as to how I do things. But this was the only way I could figure out how to make a layered background like this with multiple curtains on top of each other. And so I really am adding paper on top of paper on top of paper. But instead of my black piece being 5 inches and my icon piece being 4.5 inches, and then my red stripe being, 4 to 3 inches. I made them as small as I possibly could, with keeping in mind that these pieces are going to be layered on top, and so they're just going to be seen X amount, right? So that's what I was trying to do, but give the illusion that they go all the way up, right? And they're like curtains closing onto each other. And this one's a little bit more open, and so is that one, and yada, yada, yada. But then I didn't want to do the same thing with my base piece, so I'm just going to go ahead and put all of these layers on top of my base piece, instead of trimming off a little bit of that solid cardstock, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer those on top, and now I have all my layers that I was looking for. And again, it's, going along with the theme of the pirate, I like how rugged it looks. I like how, it's not perfectly straight going across, because, the pirate's clothes might be all wrinkled and ripped and torn and whatnot. The sails might not be perfect and things. They might be patched up and sewn together, hand sewn together, and things like that. So just a few little details that I wanted to add to my layout, even though it's not as rugged as it could have been. It definitely could have done a little bit more ink blending and definitely made it look a little bit more worn. I could have done a ton of more tearing, things like that. But this gets the effect I was looking for, and it's perfectly distressed. But I did want to add a little bit of this netting. I don't know if I want to try to use it throughout all of these layouts or just scatter it here and there. But I did want to use a little bit of this netting, because I feel like if I don't add something, then I'm not going to have enough embellishments to get the design effect, again, that I was looking for. So with my photos going straight across, they're going straight across-ish, I wanted to create diagonal layers with my embellishments. So that way I can, visually bring your eye across the page with the diagonals. Even though my photos are almost in a straight line across the page, you could still read it like a book, but the embellishments are kind of what helps you go from left to right, or even from bottom right all the way up to the left. It doesn't really matter. But just super fun photos. I'm so happy that Sandy shared her photos with us, because this is such a great photo. I absolutely love it. She's having so much fun, and her enthusiasm throughout this entire trip actually was, how do you say it? It was contagious. It was very, very contagious. She just was like a little kid in a candy store, and I enjoyed every minute with her and her infectious enjoyment, basically. And so, yes, it was great. Would love to do it again, because it seems like it's been forever since we've seen her. But she's busy. She's a busy gal. If you follow her on social media, she is State Goddess here on YouTube. And then also too, she is Sandy Reversky on Facebook. And she shares basically her life in the stories part of Facebook. And I think it's fabulous, because they're little snippets, but you can see how busy she really is. It's great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting this layout together. I have absolutely no idea, but I feel like it's going to be a catastrophe if I try to put the layout together and then, kind of like what I do is where I audition a few things and then I try to put, the adhesive behind everything. I don't think that's going to work with this particular layout this go around. So I'm actually going to glue as I go, and I don't hardly ever do that. Okay, so both photos that are on either side of Sandy, those were the two that I was talking about that are similar but not exact. One is more head on, where you can actually see the guy hanging from the tree and his face, where the other one is a side profile. and you can see both of the characters. One is just standing there with his little peg leg, and the other one is hanging from the tree. So they're different angles, different views. Could I have done one without the other? Absolutely. I did not need both of these photos. But again, one worked really well in the frame where the other one did not. And so that's where my decision of using both of them came into play, is just because of the fact that I really wanted to use up these frames and kind of get a little creative with them and whatnot. So here's where I'm just going and sticking and plonking, is how Inky Quill says it. If you guys don't watch Inky Quill, she is an Australian that just has a fun, quirky way about her and all of the things that she does. She just seems like she has a blast in all things life, and she's just super, super fun to go and watch and hang out with as well. And she used to do, I don't know if she still does, but she stays up so late. But she used to do like live streams, and like 8 to 12 hours, I want to say, or 6 to 8 hours. And she would just live stream and hang out, and her husband would have dinner with us. And I mean, so fun, super fun. I miss those, but those were all pre-COVID. So I'm not really sure exactly if she does those anymore or not. I do apologize about my camera going in and out. It seems like it's been doing that a lot lately. But when I turned the autofocus off, it wouldn't focus at all. And so I have to keep my autofocus on, or the entire video comes out completely blurry. So I do apologize. There's a couple other recordings that I have that the focus goes in and out as well. So I hope it's not too distracting for you guys. All right, so that is my layout for today. Again, just another little fun layout, you guys. I'm enjoying these. So much. They're coming together so super easy and fast and quick, and I mean, it's just super fun. I really enjoy layouts like this, you guys. I really, really do. It's to leave it to the imagination and just have fun, and not take it so serious. These are the types of layouts that I absolutely love. All right, don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel. She is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube, and my partner in crime when it comes to all things Kit Conspiracy. It is just something that we decided to come up with because we had a lot of papers that were the same in our stash when we had older stash. And so we decided, you know what, since our two styles are completely different, let's try this. And we came up with Kit Conspiracy. And so just to see if we used the same papers with the same photos, because sometimes we do have the same photos. This week we happened to all have the same photos because we were all together when we went through this museum. But also too, we wanted to see if we picked out the same papers to use together, is basically how we wanted to test ourselves, because Janet and myself's styles are completely different. But every now and then we surprise each other going, oh my gosh, I use those papers too. And it's just super fun to see how our brains think and end up in a similar spot at the end. So anyways, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. And I will check you guys all later. Bye.